Hey everybody, welcome to Off Grid with Brad and Kelly. I'm Brad, and today we're talking about saving you loads of money on shaving. So shaving is something that almost everybody does. There's a huge propaganda machine that says that you have to buy the most expensive kind, or you have to buy certain kinds that will last a certain amount of time. And this is all propaganda. You see it everywhere from, single penny razor blades all the way up to $2,000 refrigerators. They say this will last, this won't last, they're not built to last, and there's just a huge amount of rhetoric and propaganda over the amount of time that you'll get out of something. But I want to tell you something, those are lies. So this is what I've been using for the last 12 years of my life, and they are Bic, very simple, very cheap. I think a pack of 12 of these cost me $1.50, and sometimes Kelly gets coupons that bring it down to like 50 cents or buy two, get one free. So this single product at 12 for $1 something, you're looking at just pennies per use. And what I'm able to do is take this single razor blade, and as you can see from my head, my cheeks, my neck here, I shave every single day. And I'm able to get 2 weeks of use or more out of this one single blade. So these are built really well. I mean, not this brand in particular, a razor blade, any type of shaving apparatus, is built with such a fine edge that the hair that you have will curve that edge up. And so what they're going to tell you is that you're not able to bring that back to life. Once it's used, it's gone, it's dead. But that's not true, and I'm going to show you a very simple thing that you can do to keep it alive, to buy the cheapest out there, and to keep on using it to save you potentially hundreds of dollars every single year. So guys, like I said, I've been shaving my head and prior to a couple of years ago, my face, just for a decade or more. Ever since I started going bald. And rather than not accept it and do the comb over like my dad does and my brother does, I decided, well, I'm going to accept that I'm bald, and I'm going to shave my head every day. And I asked Kelly, because we've been together for so long, I said, are you okay with me shaving my head? She said, absolutely, and that was it. That was the last time I saw hair on my head, like 12 years ago. So every day I shave, and I don't use anything special, as you can see. A little bit of soap. This has some goat's milk in it, regular water, and the cheapest, absolutely cheapest razor blades that I could find. Now, like I said, there's a ton of propaganda that says, this lotion lathers, this has soothing, this has a fragrance. It's all propaganda. And so every single day, I use my razor blade. Every single day, I do the exact same thing, and I get a good shave. And it doesn't cost me the money that it costs many people to go to, there's all sorts of things. There's shave clubs where they send you all sorts of stuff. There's, I remember when Kelly and I first met, she was using a special kind of like women's razor that was marketed towards women, and it had, a little blue strip that would tell you when it was time to be reused and everything. So many years ago, when I first saw that, and I remember Kelly, because we were young and she was naive towards it, and she said, well, the blue strip's gone, I think it's different. And I was like, come on. They put that blue strip on, they have formulated that strip to know exactly how long it was going to take until it was done, and that's their entire marketing campaign, that everybody who uses this razor blade will have to buy a new one at this certain time. And Kelly's like, you know what, you're right. And so like from that point on, within our house, 10 years ago, a decade ago, we have spent maybe $100 on razor blades. I could get a straight razor, but this is so cheap at cents per blade. If you're going to get a straight razor, I believe that you need to get your money's worth. Don't get the off-brand $15 straight razor. That is not going to help you. I had someone give me one, and they said, Brad, I just can't bring it to an edge. And they were right. It was just made out of the cheapest metal that you just could not bring to an edge. And it was just junk. And so they were absolutely right there, So if you're going to go the straight razor route, then you have to at least acknowledge that you're going to pay, $300 to $500 for your straight razor, and that's just something that I wasn't prepared to do. But you know, it doesn't really matter the coarseness of your hair, because as you can see, I mean, my beard is just about as coarse as they come. And then, you know, I go straight from the beard up to the head every single day. And I'm also cutting, you know, cutting the larger pieces of hair in the beard, and every day it's the same exact thing. So let me tell you the trick, okay? So I just finished shaving. I'm done. Now what do you do to keep it? What do you do to not have to go spend $500 on a straight razor, or go spend, you know, $20 a piece on a high-end name brand razor? This is exactly what I do. So these blades are made so finely, not just this brand, all razor blades, all shaving blades are made so finely that there is such a fine edge on them to cut the individual pieces of hair that any hair from very thin to the very thick and coarse bends that blade up and dulls it down. And so that's what causes nicks. So your hair has bent the blade up, and that curved edge of that metal digs into your skin and gives you a nick. To combat that, brush it, repair the blade. Now, if you have a microfiber towel, that'll work even better, because the microfibers are so small that they will bend the blade backwards in such a minute amount. And take into example how someone who does have a straight razor, or somebody who is very in tune with their knives and the sharpness of their knives, will strop them against a piece of leather. That's because the skin of the leather is so fine, so micro fine, that it bends them back. So what you're going to do after every use is take your razor blade, keep it wet to provide some lubrication, and run it against a towel. And I do this about 100 times over and over again. And you're going to want to go down with the edge of the razor, and then with the coarseness of the towel. So if you have a microfiber towel, you're just going to want to follow that same coarseness all the way through. You're going to do this 100 times, and by doing this, you are reshaping that blade. Now, if I was to just take this blade before doing this, put it away, and try it again tomorrow, the coarseness of my beard will have bent that metal so much that as soon as I went back to my head, I'd get a nick, and my head would be all cut up. But because I do this, I reshape that blade every single day, and I'm able to get 2 weeks, sometimes a month, out of a single multi-cent razor blade. Like I said, they market these as disposable. They market everything as disposable now. Your cars, RVs, all-terrain vehicles, every item, pretty much, they market as disposable. And they do that so that you keep buying more and more and more, but you don't have to. So guys, I hope that you'll give this a try. I hope that you like the look of our campsite, that you'll set up something for camp hygiene when you guys are out, that you'll still be able to get into that routine like I like to. No matter where I'm at, no matter how long I'm out, I still continue with the same daily regimen, a same daily routine. It's something that I feel is healthy for me and my mindset in particular. I hope that you guys will take a look at what we have here and maybe try it for yourself. But definitely, please go out, buy the cheapest razors that you can of an ample name brand. Don't get... I haven't tried the Walmart off-brand, dollar store off-brand razor blades, because those inherently might be made poorly and the metal might not be able to come back to an edge. These are Bic yellow bag, 12 for $1 something blades, disposable blades. You'll find them in the men's section. Kelly uses these too. She uses these instead of women-oriented blades. It's just the cheaper and easier thing to do. So I hope you guys will get some. I hope you'll try this out. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you experience. Save that money and put it towards going off grid. Save every dollar that you get that you would normally put towards razor blades, and put it towards a solar panel, and you will be much better off. So from Kelly and me to you and yours, I hope you stay safe and keep watch.